Of the three sort of major scandals that Washington, D.C. is getting so excited about these days, the one involving the IRS targeting conservative groups so far seems to have the absolute least to do with the White House. The White House and the president has very little to do with what an IRS field office is doing. The head of the IRS is a political appointee, but these are mostly career civil servants. On the other hand, it's IRS scandal, it's taxes, it's the Tea Party. This is a scandal the Republicans are the most excited about, the one that they're going to pursue the hardest. The Benghazi thing, when Republicans immediately, because the campaign was going on, made it a political issue and a campaign issue.
I also believe the administration was wrong to stand by a statement sympathizing with those who had breached our embassy.
It became a scandal about what the president knew and what the president did. After 9/11/2001, the country banded together. No one wanted to criticize the president for what were actually major intelligence lapses that led up to the deaths of thousands of people instead of 4 people. It really goes to show the way the media sort of covers these things. If Republicans make noise about it, if the opposition party calls it a scandal, it'll be covered as such and treated as such, and the president will come under a huge amount of fire instead of the whole let's all band together. It just is increasingly clear that what Republicans are focusing on, basically talking points for a Sunday show, there's not anything there. The Justice Department's probe of national security leaks, which led to them obtaining a massive trove of phone logs from Associated Press journalists, I think that is a scandal. I think that's scandalous. And it's also scandalous that what the Justice Department did was probably legal. Meanwhile, there's a lot of other, very similar issues with the national security state, with surveillance, that just don't get covered remotely as much. There's NYPD and FBI surveillance of American Muslim communities. There's NSA phone tapping. They get covered every now and then, but not anywhere near the sort of wall-to-wall, this is a scandal, this is an outrage thing that cable news treats all these other scandals that we're currently enjoying. Watergate comparison's always hugely popular.
Somebody the other day said to me, this is as bad as Watergate. Well, nobody died in Watergate.
We're not anywhere near that. I mean, there's not yet any evidence that any one of the administrations broke any laws at any point. The Watergate comparisons, they're just sort of done because that's the shorthand that people like to use when they're talking about presidential scandal. It's the biggest and easiest to remember. There's been very few scandals in American history that have been on the level of something like Watergate, so it would probably be easier if we came up with better comparisons in the future.